Hey guys, what's going on? I'm doing my weekend Jeff Bishop Bullseye trades review, basically reviewing the trade that came out on Monday morning from Jeff. And this is a service that I've been documenting meticulously for over a year and a half now, until recently when we had a baby that was born at the start of this month, and I completely lost track of like the last few weeks. So anybody who's had a newborn before will probably know what I'm talking about. Is just became so hectic and crazy that I missed these 2 weeks right here. So you probably, if you're watching this channel every week for these videos, probably noticed that a couple of them were missing. And that's not because I'm trying to hide losses or anything like that with these. It's just that I have been so overwhelmed with the process of having a newly born daughter. So pretty crazy, but I'm back at it now. And so I'm going to go through the trade for the 25th, so 4 days ago, starting on Monday. Jeff sent out an alert, which is his weekly Bullseye trade for QQQ puts, and basically going to go through that. I want to mention very briefly that if you come to this article, which is the full Jeff Bishop Bullseye trade review, it'll be in the description below, so there'll be a link that takes you here, and you can go and get access to Jeff's trades via my special link, which gives you this service for $97 for a whole year. So you're getting these trades once a week, and it's only $97, and they're always options trades, and they're usually pretty good. You can look through the whole track record. It's down here. I've put like comments and the exact contracts and dates and everything, so you can go through this whole thing looking at the different trades that have happened. Overall, this is a good service. It's not completely hands-off. You do have to do a little bit of your own management. Jeff's pretty good about helping people, but it's also sometimes a bit difficult when you have so many services like he does on the go, and you're not going to spend all your time one-on-one with people for $97 a year kind of thing. So anyway, check it out. It's a good service if you like to swing trade options over the course of, say, like 3 or 4 days. It does work out quite well. You have to be a little careful with your entries and exits. But apart from that, it's actually a pretty good service, so definitely check it out. The other thing I wanted to point out is on this page you'll get access to, or you can get basically check out the full Lux Algo review. So Lux Algo is this really cool algorithm. It's basically an indicator system which tells you when things are likely to go up and when they're likely to go down, where the points of rejection and support and resistance and things are. It does all the hard work for you, so you're not spending all day doing technical analysis. I really like it. I think it's very reliable, and I'll show you why in a minute. But if you come to this article again, I've put a link to it because I often use this in conjunction with Bullseye trades in order to get better entries and exits than Jeff does, and to minimize my risk and maximize my potential reward. So I really advise, like, people say, like, if you are going to buy Bullseye trades, you might as well get this. It's only, I think you can get 3 months for $100. So if you come to the review article for Jeff Bishop, links in the description, put in STA30 when you click through the link here, you'll get 30% off the indicator for TradingView called Lux Algo, and I really think it's really good. Let me show you why. This is the Qs on the 4-hour time frame on it, and you can see that when it signals a down, this is the red, it goes down, signals a green, it goes up, signals a down, goes down, green goes up, red goes down. So it's not always perfect. Like, there's a little bit of a crazy thing here, although this green arrow right here did work really well. I know a lot of people are having success with this using things like these red and green bands, so doing rejections from there. So these are like support and resistance levels, which is pretty cool. Overall, it's a really big help. You can see it would have worked out really well. I think it indicated this was the 25th right here. We would have got a little bit of down, as you'll see as I go through the chart on the Qs. So it wasn't super helpful for this week's in particular, but I think for a lot of people, they'll find this very helpful in conjunction with other things like Bullseye trades or other alert services. You can often help add that confluence to the whole thing. So definitely check it out. Again, the link is in here. You'll see it on the article, but just a little bit down from the top, you can get the Lux Algo. I've also written a full review, so you can go through it all and figure out if it's something that you want to try. It's pretty low cost and it's very customizable. I really like it. One of my favorite indicator systems. Anyway, this week's trade. Let's go to Jeff's here. So this is my login in Raging Bull, and you can see this was the pick of the week, your Bullseye pick of the week, and it was QQQ puts sent out at 9 AM Eastern on Monday, this past Monday. So we go down to where he starts talking about the trade this week. He doesn't put a lot of information a lot of times in here. Let's see. He's talking about AVAV, which was last week's. So, as you can see in the top chart I posted, the Qs remain under a lot of pressure. While we could certainly see a short-term bounce to the upside, I think the risk this week is a deeper pullback. Instead of going with an individual stock this week, I'm going to make my bet against the whole market. So he's going short the Qs. And one of the reasons he doesn't elaborate too much in the actual email is he goes through it on video live, 11 a.m. Eastern every Monday, which is really cool. I think to hear his thoughts. Usually he's talking about Keltner channels and things like that, and the explanations are often good and helpful, even if you're not going to take the Bullseye trade. Sometimes his market insights can be quite useful as well. In this case, the Qs did actually go down midweek pretty nicely. So let's see what else he says. You can easily make an argument that the Qs are oversold right now. Oversold, this weird thing where, like, I'm not sure like how oversold. Like, if something's oversold, it just means it's weak, right? So if it's weak, it might just keep getting more weak. So it keep going down. So I'm not really one to really like this whole idea of being oversold or overbought. I think personally, it's never really been something I've been able to rely on from a technical analysis point of view. So here I think I kind of agree with him. He's saying you could say it's oversold. It certainly might be, but I've learned oversold. Oh, so that's exactly what he's saying. I've learned that oversold stocks can still get a lot more oversold before they rally. Yeah, so he's actually saying what my thought was there. I didn't read this. So he's saying, yeah, they can keep going down. So, and I know some really great momentum traders who they'll only buy stocks that are overbought. So, because it shows momentum and strength. So it's just the way you think about it, I guess. So he's using AI indicators now. Weird. My AI indicators are not close to showing a recovery, so I'm going to stay on the bear side of the trade. This is not going to be an easy week. That's true. It definitely wasn't an easy week. I bet a lot of people are hurting this week. The market is very volatile right now, and you should expect some very large swings back and forth. I saw my own portfolio go up and down quite dramatically this week. Luckily, it's back to being positive, which is great. If this is not your type of trading environment, I don't think there's any shame in sitting on the sidelines. That's very true, and totally agree. I plan to attack the Qs this week in several smaller trades. I want to get started with buying puts on it this morning, then wait for more entries. That's smart, because recently these things have been taken off, and if you don't chase them, or at least take a small position, you probably miss out. I know I have several times. And so let's see, we'll see two scenarios. The Qs will drop under 355, which will be a good spot for me to take profits. The Qs will dip at the open, but then rally somewhere near 362. Okay, so he's basically going through this, take advantage of any fake rallies. Yeah, so this is basically what you get when you sign up for Bullseye trades. And then you get the actual trade plan details down the bottom here. So 355 puts near 360, close over 365 would be the stop. Okay, so let's have a look at the chart and see what happened. So I've plotted the QQQ October 6th 355 puts on here. Let me pull this up. There you go. And so you can see this is Monday on the left. So this is Monday, I think. Let me just double check. Yep, Monday is the 25th. Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, and Friday. And so you can see that if you were getting in around the 360 level, which is what he kind of advised on Monday, you would have been pretty happy with the results. So we draw this in here, 360. It's like there. So it was at this level or below for quite a bit of time. And then it really did rally quite hard Tuesday. And then Wednesday it reached a high of 670. So that's not that far off a double, right? Yeah, it's pretty nice. So 3 would have been a double to 6. So yeah, pretty cool. So you could have got that move. And then of course the market's rallied a bit over the last couple of days. So these puts have declined. So let's look at the underlying just to make it clear, because sometimes it can be confusing. So that was the put contracts that he suggested. So I think it's important that people realize that, because it can get a little confusing. So I'm just going to zoom in on the actual Qs. So these are the actual Qs, 5-day, 5-minute. You would have wanted to buy your puts up here somewhere and then sold them down here. So let's have a look and see if it got close to his target areas. Target 1 was 352. And so this is a criticism I hear from people like, oh yeah, it went 50%, but like it didn't get near its target areas. And sometimes it doesn't, but sometimes it does. So it did hit its target right here from an entry of up here, all the way down there. Now, of course, if you then got excited here and bought more or something, or you waited and maybe bought here, you'd be feeling a bit of pain on this bounce. Although it looks like we're selling off again as we speak. It's currently in the middle of the trading day on the Friday here. So who knows? Maybe this ends up away down here again. We'll see. Hopefully not for people that have long positions. So basically, it was a great trade, and if you look in the comments, a lot of people were pretty happy with it. Joe Russell said, "Tremendous call, Jeff, on the Qs, but you're right. Said things are looking like a mess." So Jeff will actually answer people in here, which is good. Unfortunately, I feel like a lot of people have just kind of given up trading this year, which is sad because the markets aren't that bad. They're pretty good actually. But I feel like a lot of people are just kind of throwing in the towel. And that's going off metrics like YouTube views and other people's YouTube views, not just mine. So not just like people mad at me. But other people I know with websites and blogs as well, all saying the same sort of thing. Is there's a lot of like people becoming less interested in trading overall, which, you know, if you have the right tools, then it's not that bad. One thing I've been doing a lot this year, which I've really enjoyed, is working with Lance on thetatraders.com. So if you guys like selling spreads or options, selling futures even, you might want to come and check this out. I'll leave a link in the description below. It's basically like one of the best services I've ever found, and I'm really happy to be a part of helping to run it, and also trade a lot of these myself as well. So there's different payment plans. We're very flexible with like how you guys want to sign up for this. I think it's something that you'll really regret not signing up for. It's like low risk trading, really hands off. So if you're having a hard time, you know, being out on your computer all day, every day, and, you know, watching every indicator under the sun, I think you'll be really surprised at what you can do just placing a trade, taking about 5 to 10 minutes just to place one of these trades. And the whole of last year is in this Google Spreadsheets results here. We haven't got 2023 up, but if you contact me, I can certainly most likely get my hands on that and show you what this is all about. I think it's something I think everybody should be learning this stuff, whether you learn it from Lance or you learn it from wherever else. I think you'll find this pretty good. So, all right, guys, hopefully that's helpful, and I'm excited about going forward. I think I'm excited about the Bullseye trades again. He seems to be hitting them pretty nicely. And I think my futures trading, where I'm trading futures on ES, is going really well with Lance and Theta Traders. And I hope you guys want to be part of that. I think it's something you'd really benefit from. All right, talk to you soon.